All right, great job, everyone. You have already done your practice drawing. We learned how to trace a circle, draw the face, and then add the pattern around it, whether it was kind of like triangles or bumpy lines. And now we are ready to begin our final. Before we draw our final together, let's go over some colors. Obviously, you guys know your colors. You know the difference between red and blue and purple and yellow, but do you know them in Spanish? The reason I want to go over these colors in Spanish is because our book De Colores is in Spanish and in English. That means that it is bilingual. So, we are going to go over these real quick. All right, so I wonder though, how many of you guys already know the Spanish word for each of these colors? Maybe you speak Spanish at home and you already know both languages, but if you don't, let's look over them together now. All right, in Spanish, red is rojo. So as I go through these, I want you to say the word in English and in Spanish after I say them. So kind of like repeat after me. Red is rojo. Now your turn. You say it out loud. Red is rojo. There's red color. Next one. Repeat after me. Orange is anaranjado. Anaranjado. Miss Wright struggles how to say that one. That's a little bit tricky. It's a long word. Orange is anaranjado, like an orange that you eat. Yellow is amarillo. Yellow, amarillo, like the color of the sun. Green is verde. Green, verde, like the color of grass. I love the word for blue in Spanish. Are you doing so good so far? Are you doing good so far? All right. Blue is azul. Blue, azul, like the color of the sea. Purple is morado. Purple, morado. What is purple? Maybe like some flowers or tulips. Pink is rosado. Pink, rosado. Maybe like the color of lipstick. White is blanco. White, blanco. Like the color of clouds or paper. Okay, repeat after me. We're going to go all the way. Red, rojo. Orange, anaranjado. Yellow, amarillo. Green, verde. Blue, azul. Purple, morado. Pink, rosado. White, blanco, and black is actually negro. Black, negro, with an N. Okay, now as I am coloring, I'm going to try to challenge myself and use the words in Spanish. I might say them in English too, but I'm going to try to use them in Spanish. So I'm going to keep my cheat sheet over here. All right, so as we learn how to begin our final, you can follow along with Miss Wright. You can follow along with me, excuse me, or you can just watch the video and then do it on your own. So your choice, whether you want to follow with me or watch it first and then draw it on your own. It's your choice. All right, what I'm not going to do is just start coloring this. This was my practice, but I want to now draw it a second time because if I draw it a second time, most likely my artwork is going to be even better. So we are making our pattern faces inspired by our book, De Colores, Bright with Colors, the traditional Spanish folk song. All right, what will you need? You need white paper, pencil, eraser, circle tracers if you want. You don't have to use these, but if you want. And now you need something to color with. This could be crayons. This could be color pencils. Your choice. Even markers will work. All right, so let's start from the top. We always write our name. And it's nice to write the date, November 2020. Let's flip it over. All right, start with that big circle, place it on the paper, and we trace. Holding it with one hand, we trace with the pencil. Okay, circle in the middle. This could be a cup or a tape roll. All right, let's draw the face. So to draw the face, remember we kind of have that curved line, dip, another curved line. Let's draw the dots, curved line, dip for the nose, curved line. It's all connected in one line. It's not like eyebrow, eyebrow, nose. We want to connect them. All right, let's draw a winking face. So that could be a curved line for the eye that's closed and a line that goes up and down, two curved lines to make the open eye. Let's make us a little closer. All right, let's draw a circle inside. Remember, make that circle fill the whole eye. You need another circle off to the side, inside, and another circle for the highlight. I'm going to leave that blank because I'm going to fill it in with something else. All right. Ooh, they're very quiet. You can't hear them because they don't have a mouth. Let's give them a mouth. From here to here, I'm going to draw a curved smile line. For the cheeks, two curves on the side. So for the face, we did a curved line up for the eyebrows, nose, eyebrow. They're winking, so curved line here, little line, curved line, circle, circle, circle. Curved line for the face, or for the mouth, and then the cheeks. If you want to add lips, you don't have to, but if you want to add lips, you can do bump, bump, and then a smile line underneath. And there we go. All right, so far I've drawn the face part of my final artwork. Now it's time for me to choose what pattern I want. Remember when we practiced the curve line plus the little triangles inside, or the triangle pattern? Now is the time for you to choose. Do you want to draw one of these, or do you want to make a combination where you maybe use a triangle from here and then a triangle inside like there? Or do you want to make something totally new? Now is your time to choose. For me, I am going to do a combination. I think I'm going to combine the curved line of this with the curved line of this to make it more interesting. Okay. Starting at the top, I want to fill this whole ring with pattern. Curved line that goes up. Rotate my paper so it's easier to draw. Curved line. Should I make some really tiny and some really big? Probably not. I can draw a curved line inside if I want, but I want all of these first ones to be about the same size. I want to draw as even as I can. If I make a mistake, is that okay? It sure is. When you're making art, you always make mistakes, and that does not mean that you're a bad artist. That means that you're a human who is learning. Every time I make art, kids, I make a mistake, but guess what? I get to learn from those, and that is okay. All right. Okay, so now we are going to add the curved lines in between. And right up here on the edge of my circle, I want to draw a line that goes down and back up. I want to add another curved line right here. curve, 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 curve. Do you see how I combined the pattern from each of my other sheets that I had done before? Yep, you can definitely do that. So all of the pictures of those sheets, those colored sheets, they will be in our Nearpod. So if you want to look back at them outside of the video, those are there for you to look at. All right. Okay, I really like this. This is looking good. I'm going to draw a line in between to make it look more like petals. And there we are. All right, you might be ready to color, but I want you to pause right here. We need to outline it. On our practice sheet, we didn't outline because we were just learning how to draw it. We want to outline. So that can be with a Sharpie, that can be with a black crayon, that could be with a colored pencil, whatever you have. You can use any of those things to outline. And outlining is just going over all of your lines, but with a darker marker or pencil. And just like I've said before, outlining is great because it makes our drawings pop. Not everything needs outline in art, but for this, it's going to make it look really nice, just like the pictures that are in our book. So I'm just drawing my best around my line. If I went a little bit off, that is fine. Remember, mistakes are part of making art. If you never make a mistake, you're never going to learn anything. Okay, so I'm just going around my lines. I'm going to take some time to do this carefully. Circle, circle, circle. Remember how I left that blank? Now I'm going to fill it in. This is like my pupil, okay? Smile. All right. Now for the pattern. Remember, a pattern is where you repeat at least 2 shapes or colors or symbols. And that is what makes a pattern. So here I repeated these curved lines or these bumpy lines that look like petals here and the curved lines. And because I repeated them, I have a pattern. Do you notice how I turn my paper upside down for me to draw easier? I don't always just draw it like this. It's easier for me to draw it like this sometimes. All right, we are almost done. Let's do the very last part. All right, let's check. Did I go over my lines? It looks like I did. Okay. Oh, right here. Okay. If you have an eraser, it's a good idea to hold your hand down on your paper and just erase any extra pencil lines you see. The reason why you want to erase your pencil lines is just to clean up your drawing. Remember, we drew with pencil first, then we outlined, and now we don't need those pencil lines anymore. We want it to be nice and clean. This is our final artwork for today's lesson. So we want it to be nice and clean to try our best. We want to create high quality artwork. All right. Okay, let's swipe all those off. Off the edge of my table or into a trash can if you're at home. I'm going to sweep that up later. Okay. All right, so here I have my artwork. I love it. Now it's time to color. All right, so remember how I said some of these were cool or warm? Well, that's a really good way to make your artwork look really awesome. is to stick in a color family. Remember how a long time ago we talked about how there's a warm color family? Ooh, it's warm. And there's a cool color family. Ooh, it's chilly. If you stick with those colors in those families like red, orange, yellow, or blue, green, purple, indigo, violet, then your artwork looks amazing. If you want to combine it and you want to do rainbow, then you go for it. But I'm going to stick in the warm color family today because this is just remind me of sunshine and summer, even though we're going into winter. That's okay. All right. So let's see, what parts do I want to be what color? I think that I want to have my background, the parts in between my pattern, as yellow or amarillo. Yellow, amarillo. Remember, that's the Spanish name for yellow. So right kind of in between all of my pattern, I want to draw it or color it with yellow. Notice that I'm not going so fast that I have all this white space left over. Look at the difference. This is solid. This has snowflakes. I want to color it in more because this is my final artwork. If I don't take my time, then my artwork won't look as good. So I really want to take my time coloring it all the way in. Remember, you could use colored pencils. You don't have to use crayons. All right, keep coloring. I'm trying to stay inside my lines. If I go a little bit in, that's okay. But I'm trying to stay inside that shape that I've outlined for myself. I'm also pressing hard when I'm coloring. If I press too light, I can't see my color. You can see it much better over here than over here, right? That's because I pressed hard. All right, let's see. Almost done with that yellow. Amarillo. Yellow, amarillo. Yellow, amarillo. All right. I'm going to put yellow in these little curve lines right here because I'm going to treat that as the background too. So far, I've colored my pattern with amarillo, yellow, and I've pressed hard. All right, did I fill in most of my snowflakes? It looks like I did. Okay, now it's time for anaranjado. All right, that means orange, and I want to make my petals orange. So I'm going to color back and forth, back and forth, back and forth in every one of my petals, coloring in those snowflakes. You don't want to leave spots white like that. You want to color those in so that your artwork looks high quality. Notice that I'm coloring back and forth instead of all over, right? Back and forth in one direction, coloring my petals. If you really wanted to make your pattern interesting, you could maybe even do stripes within the shape. But for right now, I'm going to keep mine pretty simple. Maybe in one of the petals or in all of your petals, you maybe want to do red, orange, yellow stripes. That would be pretty interesting. Remember, anything that Miss Wright makes it's pretty rare if there's something that I want you to copy or color exactly like me. Most of the time, I want you guys to think of how you want to color something or draw something on your own. I'm just here to teach you and guide you, but if you have a better idea that you want to try, then I want you to do that because you guys are also artists. It's not just Miss Wright. You guys are artists too. All right. You following along? Last petal. All right, so we have amarillo, anaranjado, yellow, orange. In my face pattern, what do you think is that third and final warm color that we are missing? Rojo. Rojo means red. We need to make the final color red. So I'm going to come in and color my curved lines red. What's the name of the color family that I just used? Are you thinking warm? If you are thinking warm, then you are right. Warm colors are rojo, anaranjado, and amarillo, red, orange, yellow. All right, let's test you. Should I color like this, where I have a lot of white space? Or should I go back and forth, and press hard so that I color in the white space? Yep, I go back and forth, All right, I will leave the face blanco, that means white, and my pattern will be colored. De colores, los colores means the colors in Spanish. Los colores. All right, I love it. All right, the last thing I want to do is add one more warm color, rosado, pink, to my lips. Rosado on the lips. All right. I am finished with my pattern face de colores drawing. Remember, I practiced with Miss Wright, practiced with me, and then you drew a brand new circle for the face, for the outside, pattern, face, outlined it in Sharpie, and we just finished coloring it. After you finish your artwork, have an adult like a parent or grandparent and take a picture, have them take a picture of your artwork and email it to Miss Wright. I really want to see your creations this week, and maybe I can share some of them to our Google Classroom page for everyone to see. All right, guys, so good luck with your artwork, and I hope you learned a little bit more about our Spanish colors and enjoyed our story and our art. I'll see you guys later. Bye.